In Korea, where tigers used to roam before hunting and habitat loss pushed them out, folklore is filled with the legendary feats of various creatures. Tune into nature on Namsan here in central Seoul, and you'll find that apart from a bit of wind and a few vehicles in the background, it's fallen eerily quiet. That silence might have been filled with the chorus of birds, but according to a professor of forest science at Seoul National University, there's been a disturbing drop in Korean birdlife, and that reflects a much wider issue. Professor Choi Chang-yong held a press conference in Seoul last Wednesday to report on the increasingly rare sightings of swallows. From nearly 2,300 swallows per 10 hectares in 1987, more recently, that number was cut to just 22 per 10 hectares. Swallows traditionally return to Korea in the spring after spending their winter in Southeast Asia. It's a pattern that's been celebrated by Korean folk stories and songs, with a swallow even associated with good fortune. And it's not just swallows. Various bird populations in Korea have been plummeting. So what's going on? Several reasons have been put forward in recent years, and they generally point to the loss of food for these birds. The increased use of insecticides and greenhouses in farming has made it harder for birds like swallows to eat in Korea. Even hardy cockroaches, like them or not, have been on the decline. A study by Professor Che and other researchers that was published back in 2020 found that the number of cockroaches caught for research purposes fell by nearly 95% from the 1970s to 2010. And Professor Che has raised concerns about the failed efforts of various creatures to adapt to climate change. This is where we find this is far from being just a local issue. Last week's Living Planet Report 2022, a biennial publication by the WWF and Zoological Society of London, revealed that global wildlife populations have fallen by 69% on average since 1970, a loss of biodiversity that warns us of a possible mass extinction. The worst declines have apparently been in the Latin America region due to deforestation in the Amazon, but the report also highlighted the need to cut carbon emissions to limit climate change. It might be too late to reverse the human behaviors that led to the loss of tigers in Korea, but there's much more at stake that could yet be saved.